Conflict resolution, meeting guidelines, goals. This safety session should teach employees how to avoid conflict by taking certain actions and to gain knowledge on tools to utilize to better resolve a conflict if one should arise. Number one, some conflict that may lead to violence occurs when a person snaps under extreme personal or job related pressure. Situations that may push the emotionally unstable to violence include losing a job or fear of losing a job, receiving a warning or reprimand, not receiving an unexpected raise or promotion, believing others are acting unfairly or showing hostility, holding a grudge against a supervisor or coworker. A student may be holding a grudge against a peer or a member of the faculty. Personal situations that may lead to violence include emotional or mental illness that causes people to blame work or others for their problems, substance abuse, especially with drugs that cause violent behavior, jealousy, revenge, and similar reactions to rejection by a friend, spouse, or partner, inability to cope with overwhelming personal, financial, and or health problems, difficulties at home with parents, spouse, or partner, and situations at a second employer or a student's job. Conflict in schools can quickly escalate into dangerous situations. A person may exhibit outward signs of inward problems through their posture and stance, facial expressions, eye movement, hand gestures, tension, elevated voice or tone, and language usage. Number three, try to prevent conflicts by staying calm, polite, and respectful. Maintain a low, neutral voice. Keep your body language non-confrontational, and use the LEAPS strategy, which is listen, empathize, ask, paraphrase, and summarize. Protect yourself from conflict or work-related violence. Make sure you have an exit route. Take threats seriously. Don't threaten or yell at a person who threatens or gets unreasonably angry, and alert your supervisor or security to situations that are getting out of hand. The steps of LEAPS. The first step is listen. Use their energy to redirect, requires skill and practice, and must be open-minded and non-prejudicial. Empathize. See through their eyes. Works only when you're truthful, and reverse empathy may result. Ask. Question them, what if? Information makes strange become familiar. Lack of information leads to making up incorrect assumptions. Paraphrase. State meaning in your own words. Talk about them, clarifies what they're saying, and engages the other person. And finally, summarize. Take control, bring to the conclusion, and compromise. You do so-and-so, and then I'll do so-and-so. Discussion points. Ask participants what are some of the signs of escalating behavior and how can they avoid a confrontation. Conclusion. Your actions can help avoid a conflict. Always use LEAPS as a tool to help you stay calm, polite, and respectful. Conflict management. Seek the win-win solution. We're going to go over the chart of the 5 warning signs of escalating behavior. We will talk about the warning signs and the possible responses to them. Confusion. Confusion is behavior characterized by bewilderment or distraction, unsure or uncertain of next course of action. The possible responses are to listen to their concerns, ask clarifying questions, and give them factual information. Frustration. Frustration is behavior characterized by reaction or resistance to information. Impatience. Feeling a sense of defeat in the attempt for accomplishment. They may try to bait you. See the steps above, relocate to a quiet location or setting, reassure them, and make a sincere effort to clarify concerns. Blame. Blame is placing responsibility for problems on everyone else, accusing or holding you responsible. Finding fault or error with the acts of others, they may place blame directly on you, crossing over to potentially hazardous behavior. A possible response to blame would be to see the steps above, disengage and bring a second party into the discussion, use the teamwork approach, draw the client back to facts, use probing questions, and create a yes momentum. Anger. Anger is where a judgment call is required, and it's characterized by a visible change in body posture and disposition. Actions include pounding fists, pointing fingers, shouting, or screaming. This signals very risky behavior. In the event of anger, you should utilize venting techniques. Do not offer solutions. Do not argue with comments made. Prepare to evacuate or isolate, and contact the supervisor and/or security office. And finally, hostility. Again, judgment call required. Hostility is where physical actions or threats which appear imminent. Acts of physical harm or property damage. Out of control behavior signals they have crossed over the line. An action would be to disengage and evacuate, attempt to isolate the person if it can be done safely, and alert a supervisor and contact security office immediately. Payroll stuffers. Be alert to potentially violent behavior. You might have a cause for concern if a significant other, coworker, student, or parent threatens violence, threatens to get even with you, coworkers, or your supervisor, tries repeatedly to intimidate you or others, talks a lot about weapons, states that others are out to get him or her, holds grudges, blames others for problems, displays frequent unreasonable anger, and combines disturbing behaviors with substance abuse.